Hello, folks, and welcome to the Vertigo Tea Party, and let's play The Witcher 2. What's this guy's problem? Anyway, first things I want to do is to go ahead and create some more potions and some oils. I want to make some brown oil. Brown oil increases bleeding. My thought process here, because I could just make a flat bonus, damage bonus, but I'm thinking with the oil, since I tend to kind of hit and run, the bleeding actually might work better for me. So let's go ahead and create, let's go ahead and create 4 of these. And we're going to make some more swallow potions. Probably just 2 for now, because we already have, I think, 3 in our inventory. The mongoose, I think we just need this for the quest. I'm not going to make it yet, but I want to go ahead and do the quest first. So I don't know if this is like you can make this now instead of going to the cave, but I'm just going to go to the cave. So there was another thing I wanted to make, not a bomb, it was another potion. At least I thought it was a potion. Hold on, we got rooks. Pretty good on rooks, I think. But let's make 2 more. And Petrie's filter. Increase sign intensity. Not really big on that one. Increase all resistances. I'm going to make 1 of these in case I get to a situation where I need one. Increase all resistances. That is a oil. Okay, actually, so I guess that's all the potions that I wanted to make. Okay. And I can't make any traps. I don't have any. I don't think. Let's double check. Let's see if I can actually. I ran away from the blacksmith because he kept freaking.
So.
The guys kept talking to us. It was really loud over here. Oh, I guess I can. Where did all these at? Because I actually looked for these in my inventory. Anyway, we still can't make that jagged blade, which I really want. So we need to kill some more of these things, the Andregas. When we see them, might farm them even a little bit off camera. Let's see, we have the Claw, which traps wounds and causes bleeding, and incinerates foes and detonates other targets trapped within range. That's pretty sexy. That's a hide, fire rune, spoiled. Let's see. Incineration plus 50%. Sounds pretty nice. Okay. I can only make 2 of these though. And we'll make 1 more. How about claw traps? I can make a few of these. Man, and Dragas, I really need to farm those. Sorry, my phone keeps going off. Yeah, let's make 1 for the hell of it. Alright, what I'm going to do now is go and drop all my trade skill mats off at the end, and then we're going to head to that cave to find out more about what we need to fight this enemy creature thing. Okay, I came into this house. Somebody mentioned the striped house, so I wanted to talk to these people. You're not a Witcher, kid, trust me. I would know. Hello, you turds. Yeah, I know. You shouldn't have had kids, I know. You regret everything. You wish you had a nice, free, open life like me, the Witcher. But it's too late now. Now you have to play servant to these little snot-nosed little brats. God, shut up. You keep saying the same damn things over and over again. Let's go upstairs, get away from these kids. Jesus Christ. Hello.
Greetings, Sonny.
Louise Mercy.
Would you mind if I looked inside?
1, 2, 3. Oh, look at my eyes. God.
Absolutely no problem. Enjoy your reading.
So long.
Sure, redo this. All this mail. It's not a problem, because there is a quest for this, I know. Unlocked. Lord Mercy's reports. New quest phase. Look for an opportunity to travel further up to Pontar River. Keep in mind that I can't read the rest of what that was said. I'm trying to get the box. Oh, wait, that was the box. What's that letter on your desk? So what quest was this? Mystic River Geralt. Okay, yes, here we go. Geralt found a letter to Vizima officials in the mailbox in Louis Merci's home. It suggested that Merce had contemptuously dismissed the charges of corruption, mismanagement, and colluding with bandits against Lorendo. It seems that Merce openly disdained his superiors in the capital, not fearing any unpleasant consequences. Geralt kept this fact in mind for future reference. Okay. Okay, let's quick save. And let's talk to this guy again.
What do you do?
I'm the Royal Castellan. I look after Flotsam's provisions, fortifications, and so forth.
So if I exterminate a monster, I need to see you about the reward?
Indeed. You could start by filling in Form H12 and taking it
H.
to...
I don't need to. I've got immunity.
Ah. Well, you'll find the notice board out in front of the inn. And good hunting to you.
I've got immunity to bureaucratic paperwork.
Any idea why Laredo put a price on the troll's head?
Commandant Laredo has Flotsam's welfare in mind.
But the troll tends to the bridge, keeps it in repair.
Not likely. To start with, that's a dangerous beast. In addition, he pays no taxes on the tolls he collects.
Interesting. Do you have any books that I could borrow? Borrow. Wait, that said search. Yes. Sure, take my money. I don't mind. I have plenty of it. Thought I was getting quests because I kept hearing missions. I'll probably keep the herbalism stuff with me so that I can make herbs in the field if need be. And I don't think most of my herbalism stuff weighs that much, unless it costs that much. They're pretty usually free because I just find them out and about. I'm doubly trying to search these. I will let you keep your rusty dagger and your hatchet, or your rusty hatchet and the dagger, whichever one it was. Okay, so
how's it going?
I'm off to the inn. If I run into anything else interesting, I'll let you know. Okay, guys, I found a few books, none of them with enemy entries in them. However, I feel like I want to read them to you so we can immerse ourselves in the lore. Now, if you don't want to hear the books, you can always fast forward through this while you complain about it. But, yeah, I want to read them off, so I think it'd be interesting. In the Elven tongue, Dol Blathana means the Valley of the Flowers. Anyone who sees this land with their own eyes would admit to the aptness of this poetic name. Once the southernmost province of the Kingdom of Eredin, it became the sole and sovereign realm of the Free Elves following the last war against Nilfgaard, when Emperor Emir Varn aged by the Scoia'tael. From the Annals of something Malakabar, dwarves are one of the elder races. Stocky and bearded, with strongly built bodies and low voices, they are distinguished for their height, which is lower than human. Of simple and direct manner, they are sometimes seen as grumpy, unkind, and greedy. I have to stress that my own opinion of the dwarves is by no means similar to the latter part. I only cite it here to present the views of other people, even if they are dull-minded, hate-blinded buffoons. The new neighbors easily, something that cannot be, unfortunately, said about a large part of humanity. Despite vexations, persecution, and even bloody pogroms, the coexistence with dwarves goes a lot better than with elves. Their flair for trade and craft makes them excellent merchants, bankers, smiths, and armorers. The feudal society and its enemies. Scoia'tael is the name used by the rebels fighting for non-human freedom. In the common tongue, it means squirrels. As some would have it, it is because of squirrel tails that adorn the rebels' cap, or from the forest board they had to survive on. Scoia'tael formed units over a score strong, diversions and great damage beyond our lines. Despite the provisions of the Peace of Cintra, many did not disarm and continued to fight, especially when it turned out that Nilfgaard, once as numerous as the beasts they fought, today the Witchers are seen as a relic of times long gone. The exact character of their training remains a mystery. It is known those who survive them gain superhuman reflexes, speed of reaction, the ability to see in the dark, and many other traits making them a lethal foe. During the training, they learn swordplay and basics of magics, which are known as signs. Armed in this set of abilities, the Witcher can effectively fulfill their objective, that is, protect humans from monsters inhabiting our world. And this is the last one, the last book. The events known under the name took place not long after the Witcher mysteriously came back. The leader of the Order of the Flaming Rose, Jacques de Aldersberg, made plans to build a new, better world under his own leadership. Using the power he had over the Order and fanning the conflict with the Scoia'tael until it threatened the city itself, he marched against King Foltest at the head of an army of mutated creatures. The battles that took place in the city between the Order, the Scoia'tael, and the troops loyal to the king are remembered as the Vizima Rebellion. Though historians cannot agree on their opinions of these events, the fact is that Foltest managed to contain the situation and the rebellion ended. And the last thing was Louise Mercet's reports that we looted from the mailbox. Reply to the Cimmerian Special Forces. In answer to your inquiry regarding a local band producing Viztech, I hasten to inform you that we have not recorded any activity of this kind in Flotsam. Excluding tavern brawls, the town is mercifully free of vice, a fact we all owe to the energetic efforts of Commandant Laredo. Rumors of the brigand Dimitri are likewise false. The rogue in question was executed for his crimes, of which I praised you in my previous report. Commandant Laredo urged me to convey that he advised you to replace your informer, as the present one apparently fabricates information. Put simply, he lies like a dog, thus tarnishing the good name of the intelligence service. The Commandant also wonders whether your next inquiry will regard a flock of pigs flying over Flotsam or elves approaching the garrison's walls. Gentlemen, please, may the gods preserve Temeria. Louis Merci, Royal Bourgeoismeister. I think I said that almost correctly. Anyway, I'm going to continue liberating items from these people's houses. And I'll pick you up when I find something new. Okay, looks like we're in the room with the striped guys or whatever this Vernon Roach is with.
What's going on, Geralt? Laredo wants the Scoia'tael gone for good. He didn't say anything specific, but in his mind's eye, he saw them on the prison barge.
Maybe the sorceress hunts more than monsters.
A little town deep in the forest, terrorized by Scoia'tael. You should be in your element, Roach. Valley, a strip of land they've been battling over for generations.
Exactly. And here's Flotsam, on the border between Temeria and Edirn, with Kaedwen lying in wait just...
Van has to come through Flotsam, and anyone who wants to place their cargo on a boat on this section of the river has to bear Laredo in mind.
They say Henselt of Kaedwen has gathered an army and is heading for Vergen. The Pontar Valley will be on fire soon, while we, Geralt, are sitting in Flotsam, the gateway to the valley.
I'd like to believe it's pure coincidence and the killer just followed the squirrels here.
Naive, to say the least, Witcher.
The candle in the asshole. That's an interesting analogy. I have to remember that one. Use it in real life.
You'll get a chance to show your mettle. If we're to capture Foltest's murderer, we'll have to clash with the Scoia'tael.
I sent the boys out into the woods. Tough going, too dense.
Have a drink with us.
Alright, I want to check. I did get another book. One quick note that I want to throw out here is... Man, this music cloud. Is that because this is an RPG, I will be, checking books. I mean, if there's just to be a lot of books and a ton of text, then I'm not going to read them all. But I am going to talk things together even better. And I'm not going to... Don't worry, I'm not going to go on this forever. But I just want to say, with a Let's Play, my personal opinion is that while the personality behind it is a big deal, the game itself is the driving force. And for me to just skip all of that or talk over NPCs or just skip to the quickest way to finish the game completely does injustice to both the game and to LPing in general. Again, so I just wanted to say that, throw that out there, because I think one or two people said, well, why don't you just talk over the NPCs? I'm like, well, because I hate when people do that, and I'm not going to do it. So anyway, let's read this book, The Realms of the Nordlings. This realm is bordered by Kaedwen to the north, Redania to the northwest, Temeria and the massif of the Markham Mountains to the west, and Lyria to the south. The Blue Mountains line its eastern frontier. Aderin's coat of arms is a golden red chevron on a black field. Its capital is Vengerberg. Not long ago, the country nearly disappeared when Nilfgaard occupied its southern territories, and its northern neighbor and supposed ally, Kaedwen, treacherously annexed Upper Aderin. Though the invaders were defeated and Kaedwen withdrew from Aderin's northern lands, the kingdom's fate still hangs by a thread. The country has been ravaged by peasant revolts, and its central government seems very unsteady. Okay, let's talk to the rest of the NPCs. Somebody said there was a quest here, so...
Something's brewing.
Something's brewing, mate. Oi!
Something's brewing.
These guys are very distinctive. Roche's Commando. Roche's Commando. Roche's Commando. Hopefully you guys are okay with just being identified by the game as that. Paling. I've been looting a lot of stuff to sell. I actually went back and looted those Rusty Dagger and Hatchet, or Rusty Hatchet and Dagger. Whatever it was. Apparently that sword rack wasn't holding swords, it was holding orens.
I wouldn't mind a shot. Celebrating something?
A great victory.
Interesting.
We did away with Veopatis, or whatever the hell they call him.
13 hacked off his head and nailed it to his arse.
You behaved like swine.
What? We're not allowed a bit of fun? It was only a wooden puppet.
Come on, let's play our game.
Right, toothpicks.
Knife throwing.
Chew. Pitchforks! Which will you say, Bumpkin?
What's going on?
Nothing. We had a little competition.
They threw knives at a statue of Veopatis. It's blasphemy! Our gods desecrated by soldiers.
They're no ordinary soldiers, but blue stripes. Know what that means?
Blue or green, it's all the same to me. They're Horsens, all of them.
Probably.
What did you say?
I just...
You said what you thought. Good. Shitty glassware in Flotsam. Not fit for a hero, but I've got an idea.
Huh, you're kind of a dick.
Drink the Horsens beer from the floor.
Geralt, do something.
I'll try. Vernon,
Bitch, stop being a dickwad.
leave him alone. It's not worth it.
You don't know shit. Consider this your lucky day, mongrels, and get out of here. I have to take a walk.
You about to take a walk off
You're
of my
too
dagger.
hard on Roach.
What?
I
You
don't
told me
like
to...
Sadists.
Vernon was a half-orphan.
What does that have to do with it?
Here
He
comes
was
the
raised in
excuses.
poverty. Let's have a drink.
All right.